Good afternoon, Mayhem Fitness. We are going to do our next food video today. We're going to do our Weight Watchers friendly spatchcock chicken. If you don't know what spatchcock chicken is, it's basically I'm going to take a chicken, I'm going to cut the backbone out of it, flatten it out. We're going to add some great Thanksgiving seasoning in here. That seasoning has kosher salt, black pepper, rosemary, thyme, marjoram, sage. So you're going to have those Thanksgiving flavors. We're going to do it with just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, right? So we're not going to do a ton of fat in there. The points on this chicken will be around 8 points for 6 ounces on the green plan, and for my wife on the blue pan who's taking the video today, thank you, we're going to be about 4 points. So again, you can able to have some of the dark meat, some of the white meat, get some of the flavor. It's going to taste amazing, so we're going to be very excited. I'll probably cheat a little bit and have a little bit of skin. I got a good bike workout in today, so I've earned that a little bit because the skin's going to be really nice on here. We have the grill at 350. I'm going to add 1 piece of apple wood here in just a minute to give us that apple wood flavor, so it's going to taste really good. So in just a second, I'll start taking the chicken apart. We'll get in and show you how to take the backbone out, get this chicken on the grill, and get you going. All right, so now we're going to go in and we're going to cut the backbone out of our chicken. So we have a whole chicken here. We want to go in, get a sharp knife. You want to find a spot in here. It's actually not as bad as you'd think. And you just want to go in and you want to cut around that backbone. So you want to get in there, get in good and tight, get it cut out here. What will happen is it's going to give us the ability to flatten that chicken out. So as we cook it, it'll cook quicker. We're going to get some great flavor, good texture. This is, you know, we did this this weekend for the family for a barbecue and everybody loved it. And you'll see it actually cuts pretty easy. So you got one side nice and easy, you need a nice sharp knife. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. Come through, go in and take that other side out. Once you've got the backbone cut out, it's actually really easy now to just go in and flatten out that chicken. So you'll see it actually comes out very easy. I like to trim the skin at the end here. Again, I think it makes it look cleaner. So again, just in a second, we've now got this chicken cut in half. So what I want to do is I want to pat it dry. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to use some Thanksgiving seasoning. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil. We're going to use the nice seasoning we have here. And we're going to get some great flavor on here. Like I said, it's got some thyme, some rosemary, some marjoram, some sage, salt and pepper. What you want to do is you want to put a little bit in a bowl and add a little bit of olive oil to it. That's going to let us do is we want to get under the skin on that breast. Because if you don't, the breast can have, you know, not a ton of flavor. So you want to do is you want to go in here, you want to lift your skin up just a little bit, right? You don't want to tear it because you actually want that skin on there to get nice and crispy. But as you get in there, you now have some space to play with. So we'll mix this all together, and now we'll just get in there with our hands and we'll get some of that seasoning inside there. It's going to come out great. We're going to have great flavor. You see it'll go all the way through, and now we're inside here. As we cook this, that breast will take on that Thanksgiving flavor that we want to get in here. I'm a big fan of these flavors. I think they work really well together. And again, adding this olive oil in, it might add, you know, total for the whole chicken, it might add a whole point in for us. So we're not adding a lot in here. We don't really need to add a whole lot more to it. What I'm going to go through now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to add my seasoning in to my outside of my chicken because I want the flavor all over. I'm going to flip it over in a second as well. But I want to go through and add as much flavor as I can here. And the one thing you want to do is, you know, add the flavor, add the seasoning to your cutting board. You're good to go, right? You don't want to, that's why when you flip it over, you got some more seasoning still. And this is going to be awesome on that grill. So we go through the other side. We want to season it, you know, liberally. We want to, oh, that's maybe a little too liberal. We lost that a little bit crazy there. We're not going to use all of that. But you want to go through and get that seasoning in there to make sure you get great flavor. So now that we have our bird seasoned, it's just literally ready to go right on that hot grill. We want to cook at around 350 for about an hour. Okay, so we're about a half an hour in now. We're going to check out our chicken. We probably want to turn it a little bit. As we can see, we're starting to get some nice color on there. We got great heat on the coals, so we're just going to flip this chicken around here. What we want to do is we want to have an opportunity to let both sides of the chicken cook evenly so it gets browned all the way over. Starting to get a little color on there. It starts to look really good, so I'll share it with you guys in just a little bit. Another half an hour or so, we should have that chicken. All right, so we moved the chicken into our air fryer. Good little secret here. You want to get that skin nice and crispy for the last 10 minutes or so. Get in the air fryer to get the skin nice and crispy so you can get that delicious spatchcock chicken, get that good smoky flavor from the grill.
but get that skin nice and crispy. It's really tough to get on the grill at 350. It still stays a little rubbery, so if you have your air fryer, you can throw it in there for just a few minutes and get that really good crisp skin.
All right, so we just finished our spatchcock chicken. We end up cooking it in the kettle for just under an hour at about 350. We put it in the air fryer for about 10 minutes, and hopefully you can hear this. We get this really crispy skin that looks awesome. We know it's gonna be really good flavor. So now what we want to do is we just want to carve up this chicken. So what I like to do is just cut in quarters. Now, I would say take a look at this. Look at the juices in here, perfectly cooked. You know this is going to be delicious. So I got to share with you if the flavor's good before I cut this off and we go eat dinner here. But it looks like it's going to be really, really good. So let's try this out and see how it is. It is really good. Unbelievably juicy. You get the pepper flavor. Now, spatchcock chicken, you saw her on there. You know, not a ton of points to Weight Watchers, not a ton of calories, super juicy, easy to do, easy to cook. Again, if you have a chance, you can do it the whole way in the oven, but if you throw it in your air fryer for the last 10 minutes, you get the really crispy skin that we all love on our chicken. So really amazing flavor. Thank you for watching Mayhem Fitness. We'll talk to you soon for our next video.